Hello, Aquarius. Welcome to your monthly reading for August 2024. This is for Aquarius, Aquarius rising, and Aquarius moon. And if you are new to my channel, I use astrology, tarot, and my guides to go a little deeper here. All right. So you feel like you're getting a personal reading. Now, Aquarius, this is definitely going to be a month to remember. This is going to be a month where you're going to start feeling a really big shift. If you saw your annual forecast I did for you way back in January, like actually December last year, I said there's going to be a shift mid-year, and now we are here. We have some amazing aspects, and the blue asterisk, by the way, best aspects of the month. Not everything's here, okay? There's stuff on the backside here. We're going to talk about them. Everything underlined, I really want you to pay attention to. Those are really strong aspects, but there are going to be wonderful aspects in the beginning of the month, end of the month. They're going to feel like jewels. You'll really, really love them, all right? But that's what this month is. Mid-month, you're going to feel a little bit of a squeeze, and it's going to feel like a roller coaster. In fact, this is a month where you may feel like you're sitting in a car with a student driver. It is a month that may test your patience. You may want to spend time practicing patience, and that is what the theme of this month will really, really be like. Imagine, actually, I've been saying this in the other forecasts. Imagine living in a high rise. Aquarius, you live in the penthouse, okay? You live in the penthouse. You're up there. And you walk into your elevator. There's this really adorable kid, the most adorable kid you've seen in your life. And you're like, that kid's so adorable. So cute, little baby there. And that baby has pressed every button in the elevator. So what are you going to do? Aquarius, you're going to smile. You're going to give the biggest smile you've ever given in your life, okay? And you're going to be grateful that you live in the penthouse. You're going to be grateful that elevators exist. You're going to really hold on to that gratitude energy, especially when we hit mid-month. But the entire month, when Mercury goes retrograde, there's going to be a slowdown. So it is going to feel like a slow month. There are some energies that are also really strong. So you're definitely going to feel a little bit of a tug of war. Now, you see that we kick it off on August 4th, amazing new moon in Leo. You're going to appreciate this one. This is going to be it's going to be really nice. And I'll talk about it later, but I want to talk about this Mercury retrograde. Now, Mercury will be going retrograde in Virgo, and then halfway through the month, it's going to go way back into Leo. Remember, Mercury was in Leo last month. So this is a month where you will feel this slowdown as soon as we hit the ground running. All right. Hit the ground walking. You may even feel like you're walking in circles because this is going to be a retrograde where 3 other planets are retrograde. Mercury is in his domicile and it's exalted in Virgo. So it's going to be really strong. And you're going to go really deep. And this is why I'm really, really stressing this to you, is because Virgo rules your 8th house. And there's this depth to the 8th house. There's this intensity to the 8th house, even on a psychological level. So you could really be thinking about a lot of things around this time. Romance, love, relationships, money. That's all gonna come to the surface. And again, Mercury retrogrades, time to reassess. That's all it is. All right. Sure. We know that there may be travel delays and miscommunication. That's every Mercury retrograde. That happens all the time. And if you want to know more about that, I actually did a separate Mercury retrograde video. I don't want to go too much into it now, but I'll leave it at the end of this video. I talk about what not to do during a Mercury retrograde, et cetera, et cetera. Incidentally, I made that video last year when Mercury was retrograde in Virgo. So things may really resonate, but don't forget that Saturn, Neptune, and Pluto in your sign are also retrograde as well. So appreciate this retrograde for this slowdown to reassess things in your life. That's what August is. It's going to be a pivotal month, and you're going to want to know, you want to think about your future. But in order to think about your future, this month is asking you to really, really spend some time reassessing things, where you're you're at now. All right. Now, another thing that is happening with Mercury retrograde, a lot of people from the past can come back. So you may have those moments. You could go back to projects that you were working on from the past. Let's say you're working on a book. Let's say you were, started a band, but then everyone got busy, and now you're returning to it. So there are a lot of benefits to Mercury retrograde. Mercury's going to retrograde in Leo. Very interesting, right? So not only could former exes, former relationships, they could come up around this time when Mercury retrogrades in Leo, and Leo is your opposite sign, ruling your seventh house of partnerships and relationships. And that's another thing, is that can be career. That can be career for you. I mentioned it. I think I mentioned it in that Mercury retrograde video. I think it was 2017, 2018, there was a Mercury retrograde where a former boss of mine, who I had not heard from in about 5 years, sent me an email, started this new team, a very prestigious company, asked me to come on board. That was during Mercury retrograde, okay? So people can come back, and yes, I did take that job after Mercury went direct, okay? So just keep in mind, there are benefits. A new moon in Leo, remember, Leo rules your seventh house of partnerships and relationships. This is beautiful. This is, 13 degrees here. Very goal-oriented, very ambitious energy. Jupiter and Mars will be sextiling the sun and moon at this point. Plant seeds, new moons, new beginnings. Doesn't matter. Mercury retrograde, doesn't matter. All of that. This is a new cycle starting in your life, okay? This is possibly a new partnership, relationship. Plant them seeds. Now, Venus will be leaving Leo to move into Virgo, okay? Venus is in its fall in Virgo. It's very interesting. Now, remember, Mercury's retrograde in Virgo. You've got Venus in Virgo. It's on the back here, but we're moving into Virgo season as well. So a lot of 8th house activity for you. A lot of 8th house activity. Now, that is, we'll talk more about that, but Venus is everything your heart desires. Okay. Venus is having fun. It's pleasure. It's love, relationships, it's money, it's creativity. Virgo wants to analyze everything. Virgo wants to deconstruct everything, asking you, oh, are you sure you want this? Do you really? Why do you want it? So, an analytical lens. So there is going to be this analytical lens when it comes to all the themes that Venus rules for you. And again, for y'all, you could do this deep dive. Really go deep, because 8th house is also transformation, death, and rebirth. So you are going through a very transformative period, especially when we come out of that full moon in Capricorn. That was at 29 degrees. That was really big for you. That was in your 12th house. Anyway, that was back at, end of July. This Venus in Virgo, I made the analogy before. It really is like, someone's about to kiss you, okay? Someone's about to kiss you. They say, wait. Can you tilt your head a little bit? Can you actually brush your hair back? Because, I got this soda in my hand. You know what? The sun's coming out. Why don't we sit over here? Let's get, the sun in the photo, because I now want to take a selfie. And you've got longer arms. Can you take it? And then if you're going to hold it, that's Venus and Virgo. All right. So really just kind of you're just really putting a lot more thought into something that doesn't need it. Okay. Venus is just like, ooh, let me just love. Let me just feel. So there may be some things that you are really analyzing at this time, but hey, you're still getting that kiss. Okay. Now, Sun will sextile Jupiter on Wednesday, August 7th. This is really great. You're gonna break out the trombones here and the tambourines. Very optimistic. Very optimistic aspect. That, remember, Jupiter is in Gemini with Mars. Okay, all month long, in your 5th house of joy, of pleasure, of love, of relationships, creativity, self-expression, procreation, recreation. This is wonderful. This is absolutely beautiful. You're going to love this, okay? This is a really strong aspect. A lot of creative energy, especially for you. It's in your 5th house out of all the signs. Your 5th house, Aquarius. So, create something. This is a time where you may feel you're expanding your horizons. Remember, Jupiter is expansion, also good luck, also wisdom, also good fortune. Did I say that already? So there may be some new things that you may be curious about this time, just as well. Just so it's a very optimistic aspect, and actually one of the best days of the month because you see Mercury will conjunct Venus at this time too. We'll talk about this later. This is a pretty big conjunction, but really great time to socialize. You may be very also getting some messages, communicating some things that you really love, hearing news that you really love around this time. I love this aspect for you. And that's the other thing. If you are new to my channel, after I do this overview, I do your spread and then I break it down week by week. And then I go through every aspect, even the ones that are not even on the whiteboard here, to tell you the aspects that are definitely going to affect you this month. Now, Wednesday, August 14th, please mark this in your calendar. Mars conjuncting Jupiter. Remember, they're both in Gemini. And conjunctions, as you know, extremely powerful. You're going to feel this a week before. You may feel this, and this is right when the sun sets on Jupiter. And so you may feel it a week before. You may feel it a week after. Mars conjuncting Jupiter in your 5th house of pleasure, of joy. Everything that I said earlier, love, relationships, family, children, creativity. It's great for you. Okay, so this is a planet of action, drive, power, with the planet of, like I said, good luck, good fortune, wisdom. I mean, this is just powerful. It is something where you're going to feel a lot of growth around this time in those areas of your life, feeling that fun that Jupiter promises you when Jupiter does move into Gemini. All right. It's really, honestly, big boss energy, a lot of confident energy, things working in your favor. Remember to take action. Mars definitely wants you to take action now. Aquarius, you get the pleasure of watching me drink some iced tea. Okay. Let's get down to business. Now we're getting into it. All right. So Aquarius, you see that we have some squares and oppositions coming up, and a lot of them really packed in mid-month. The day after Mars conjunct Jupiter, Mars will square Saturn. So now we are talking about, this is on Thursday, August 15th, we're talking about the two malefic planets really okay, really just ready to that come at me bro energy. So this is Mars, a planet of conflict, and Saturn, the planet of restrictions. One of the reasons why you may feel this is because Saturn is more than the other signs, is because Saturn is your traditional ruler. And you may feel this. It's such a strong aspect, okay, that you may feel it for this week. You may feel it for the rest of the month. But just know, I want you to work with these energies. Remember, Saturn restricts. And because Saturn is your traditional ruler, you already know how to work with these energies. You already know how to pivot and how to really endure Saturn's tests. Saturn restricts, like I said. So around this time, you could feel some restrictions with your passions, with having a little bit of fun. You could even be conflicted with your passions around this time. There could be some insights that you get with Saturn being so restrictive. It is an aspect where you really just want to remember what I said earlier. This is happening during Mercury retrograde. This is a time to practice that patience and that gratitude and really work with these energies. All right. Not a great, with this aspect, try to avoid being overly defensive, overly reactive, no palms to the face, talk to the hand, that kind of energy. I don't know if people still do that, but the reason I say that is because a lot of authority figures around this time could be fishing for confrontations as well. And of course, we will go deeper into this in your weekly forecast. But remember, you're going to smile, Aquarius. You're going to smile. You're the genius of the signs. You're the inventor, the innovator. You know how to work with these energies. So you're going to be fine. Mars is definitely coming in hot. Just continue to pursue your goals. That's it, okay? Don't let anyone dictate your feelings. Don't let anyone get in front of your personal growth, your spiritual growth. That's you, okay? That's you. Continue to grow. Now, the weekend, August 17th to the 18th, you got Mercury squaring Uranus. You got Venus opposite Saturn. You got Venus squaring Jupiter. So again, a cluster of these squares and oppositions mid-month, all at the same time. Mercury squaring Uranus, something from that full moon in Capricorn. Remember, Mercury squared Uranus that time. Full moon in Capricorn, the last one, what was that? The 21st, July 21st. Yeah, you could feel something come up around that time that you heard unexpectedly. Either way, there may be something here that is unexpected that may have to do with a partnership or a relationship or something with home matter, like your domestic sector. Okay, Venus is going to be opposite Saturn. So speaking of relationships, you do not want to start one this day. You do not want to make any sort of long-lasting commitment. Saturn is really testing you. Saturn's going to say, do you really, really want this, Aquarius? Because if you do, I'm feeling really, really Saturny now, okay? And I'm going to really test you about this. So just wait a few days. You'll feel better about it. Now, you see how active Saturn is. Saturn, Aquarius, as I mentioned earlier, is in your second house. Saturn is Pisces. That is income, salary, money, finances. It's the things that you value. It's material possessions. It's your self-worth as well. Okay. Self-worth, self-value. So all of that really leads up to confidence as well. Saturn, again, is limitations, restrictions, the planet of hard knocks, but Saturn is also karma. Saturn's karma, it's rewarding you. So Saturn's going to give you these tests. Sure. But you pass Saturn's test, you're going to be rewarded. You're going to be fine. You had Saturn in your sun. What was it? 20. It was a 28, 20, it was like 2020. It was like 2020, 2022, 2020. Anyway, you've already gone through the hard stuff. So you're going to be fine. This is just a time with Saturn retrograde to ask yourself, are there any limitations that I need to work with? Are there limitations that I am also setting up for myself? Is there something that I really need to see here? Remember, with all that Venus Virgo energy, you're really going deep. So go deep and root things. Okay, this is that time. You know, it really could be, especially for you with, Mars and Jupiter and Gemini in your fifth house, squaring Saturn. Yes, because Jupiter is squaring Saturn too. We're going to talk about that. So you see Mars and Jupiter squaring Saturn, Mars and Jupiter and Gemini in your fifth house of joy and pleasure squaring Saturn. So remember, Saturn can feel like the fun police at this point. Saturn can feel like the fun police, and you just got to work with Saturn's rules. Saturn wants discipline. Saturn wants to, Saturn is life lessons. So there's some sort of lesson that you may want to learn around this time because, again, you're going to go to Saturn with your report. You're like, listen, I passed your damn test here. Give me my reward, right? That's what you're gonna do, and you're gonna pass it. All right, you're gonna be fine. You're gonna be fine. Just keep your frequencies really high. Okay. Just remember that. Just keep manifesting. I say that all the time too. We are made of energy. You're already manifesting. You're already vibrating. Okay. What it is old beliefs and patterns and even blockages that get in your way. That is those low energy frequencies that you've got to overcome. All right. I'll talk about that in my next live stream, but here's the big bonkers kahuna Monday, August 19th, full moon in your sign, Aquarius. You see that Jupiter will square Saturn this day. On top of that, it's not even listed here. Again, not all the aspects are on this whiteboard. The sun will square Saturn. Sun will square Uranus as well. So you see that you've got Jupiter squaring Saturn, your traditional ruler. The sun squaring Uranus, your modern ruler, on the day of a full moon in your sign, where it's not one where you're not going to, get on your rooftop and, do a dance to Billy Idol. This is definitely going to be one where I really want you to pay attention to. All right. This is in your sign. You've got Jupiter squaring Saturn. And so again, there could be something here with money. You've got the Sun square Uranus, something that has to do with home, real estate, something in your domestic sector where you just may feel a squeeze. There may be some sort of shakeup. Now, with Uranus, your modern ruler, you know that Uranus is also breakthroughs. This is a great time to have a breakthrough and shake off the things that don't serve you well anymore. The full moons illuminate, you know that. They also culminate. They bring things to the surface. So there may be something here where you realize, okay, this has got to go, or something is culminating around this time. There is this shift, there's turning point. I'm going to let that pass and I'm going to move into this new cycle. Again, we'll talk more about this in your weekly forecast, but again, this is one where you see there's just a lot of squares in opposition. So think about the things that really, 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 really need to go. Think about what happened for you February 9th. That was the corresponding new moon in Aquarius that we had this year. Incidentally, the sun was squaring Uranus and the moon at that time too. So think about around that time. Was there something that was happening around that time? You're like, I don't know. I feel like this is going to be temporary, or even at this point, you can say, okay, I started this in the beginning of the year. I don't think I wanted it anymore. So shake it loose. Shake it loose. Now, Jupiter square Saturn. Remember, Jupiter expands, Saturn restricts. So be flexible. Be flexible. All right. Jupiter's very optimistic. Optimism, joy. Saturn, again, is discipline. So it really is just playing with Saturn's rules. Playing by Saturn's rules. All right. Be patient. Practice that patience. Reassess things while Mercury is retrograde. Saturn retrograde as well. This is one of those weeks where you just may feel that squeeze. But again, you're in Aquarius. You're smarter than Saturn. All right. And so you create your reality. You make your life meaningful. You bring all those meaningful things in your life to make it meaningful. So continue to do so. Continue to go down your path of enlightenment. All right. Challenges, as you know, these squeezes, they just make you stronger in the end. And again, you had Saturn in Aquarius during the pandemic. You felt the big squeeze. So this is going to be water off a duck's back for you. We officially move into Virgo season on the 22nd. All right. So August 22nd, that is, and we'll talk about Virgo season a little bit later when I break down the cards. But again, that is your 8th house. There could be some stuff that comes up with, inheritance, investments, taxes, maybe even intimacy and relationships, a lot of stuff there. But and we'll talk about it later. We've got Tuesday. Okay, and this is when things are just, now you're finally like, okay, things are great. Venus trining Uranus. Boom, that's amazing. Really great, unexpected news, surprising news that comes through about love, about money, about home. This is that day. This is also when you could have some really big breakthroughs, and this is really special. You've got Mercury officially going direct on August 27th as well. And then on the 29th, Thursday, August 29th, Venus trine Pluto. Wow, that is one of the strongest aspects. It is very auspicious. Speaking of intimacy, speaking of romance, and speaking of money, this is a big money aspect as well. Venus trine Pluto. Remember, Pluto is in your sign, so this is all about empowerment for you as well. And the other thing is Venus actually moves into Libra this day. So Venus rules Libra. So Venus is in its domicile. I gotta drink some tea again. Oh my goodness. I'm trying to entertain you as I drink. I don't know if that did it. Anyway, so that's going to be an absolutely amazing time. And again, you can, it's this new cycle. There's stuff happening for you. Remember, this is a trine. It's very auspicious. Pluto is in your sign. Venus has moved into Libra, a little bit better, right? And it's domicile than Venus and Virgo in your 9th house, which is spirituality, your, the way that you see nerdy things, your philosophies, but also travel, publishing, broadcasting, education. There's the ninth house is Jupiter ruled. It's anyway, we'll talk about later. Venus trine Pluto is amazing. Let's get started. Aquarius, let's see what's going on for you, okay? For August 2024 for Aquarius, Aquarius rising, and Aquarius moon. All right. Aquarius. Oh my goodness. Yeah, lots happening this month. Now, I do a traditional Cultic cross spread, offers the best overview. All right. And if we need to put clarifiers, you know that we will. Aquarius, secondly, you know I love y'all. You know we're in this together. If you are new to my channel, I am an Aquarius. I'm a very proud Aquarius. And we got this. We got this. All right. So yeah, let's see what you got here. Yeah, okay. This is pretty good. You're gonna have to know what you want, and you're gonna have to trust yourself, have faith in yourself, but otherwise you're good to go. You're good to go, and money is definitely gonna be a thing for you. I don't know if you saw your last week's reading, and the week before that, like you're already feeling that money, finances. There could be stuff there now. Six of Cups. You're good. Six of Cups is great. This is really wonderful. Speaking of all the retrogrades that are having this month, you may be feeling that already. Remember, Mercury went into shadow mid-July. Pluto's been retrograde. All the other places, Saturn, Neptune, they've been retrograde for about a month now. But anyway, the reason why I'm saying that is because the Six of Cups has a really strong association with nostalgia. And so there really could be some people that come back into your life. They could be, for friends, the people that you did marching band with in the sixth grade, whatever it is, people coming back, and it just really brings this joy in your life. You could even have nostalgic moments. Remember, with these retrogrades, you're thinking of the past too, okay? Thinking of the past too. So think about those really beautiful moments that you've had in the past. Things could be surfacing, resurfacing. Now, the other thing is, this is saying, this is all about kindness. This is harmony, all right? With the Six of Cups here, this is saying, everything is good. I feel really great. I got a roof over my head. This is the biggest house in tarot, by the way. So it indicates a lot of comfort, a lot of security, a lot of protection. But it's that inner child, holding on to that inner child. All right. That pure innocence and not letting anything like really get you down. You got the Page of Swords in the heart of your spread. So when I say you're the genius, you're going to be moving forward this month. Remember, this is a monthly forecast. So you got the Page of Swords and the heart of your spread for the month. And this is someone who is just really, really enthusiastic, ready to go. Great idea. Someone who's, sure, the newbie, there could be some new things that are happening for you this month, but you're going to pivot. You're going to understand how to go through it. A lot of communication here. Remember, swords are the mental suit, communication, logic, processing things. Remember, you're going to be thinking a lot, not only of the past, but of your present and the future, especially with all mid-month when we have those squeezes and the full moon in your sign. You are the sign of the future. This is really great though. There's this enthusiasm here. Pages are the messengers too. Again, there could be a lot of communication for you this month. There's a lot of communication and messages. Sure, I have energetically for me, it seems like you will be giving a lot of messages. It seems like you may be a voice of reason, and maybe you may be the one that people listen to, especially if it is a new environment, new situation. It could be you that's rising up in that area too. Okay, you may not be the one that has 80,000 years experience, but you are the one that you're gonna like budge your way through it and be heard. Big energy about that. Now you got the Hangman in your challenge area. So two things here. Work with this transformation that's happening this month. That's happening for you. Okay, you got that big full moon in your sign. You got all these Pluto aspects, and then now you got the Hangman, who's attributed to Neptune. Remember, Neptune is with a Saturn and Pisces in your second house. So what did I say? That's that self-worth and that self-value, right? So really believing in yourself, trusting yourself. That is what faith is. It's trust, having complete confidence. Now, and the Hangman comes right before the Death card. And so there is a sense of him sacrificing, surrendering those things that he needs to, like, that he doesn't want to move into this next cycle, this big transformation he's about to have. Have that moment too, okay? Out with the old, in with the new. You see that here. Now, you also got the Seven of Cups in your crown. Yes, think about it. Think about it. That there may be some moments this month, especially with retrogrades. That's what we do. Reassess, okay? So have that moment thinking about, what do I want? What do I want? What do I want to really vibrate at a high frequency? What do I want to attract into my life? Because that's how you attract, is when you vibrate at a high frequency. You can see the Seven Cups here. They're all very different. So it's a matter of knowing deep down in your soul, intuitively as well, what you do want. You may be processing that a lot this month, okay? So, and Cups, emotions, right? Emotions. I feel like you got this last time too. Emotions, feelings, but also intuition. Also intuition. Now, it is a Scorpio card, 10th house for you, Aquarius. Career, there could be career matters, right? We have careers to make money. You have a lot of these Saturn squares in your second house of income, salary, money, finances. So there may be some thought in that. You also got temperance, okay? You saw do a 380 here. You got temperance in the root of your spread. I love this, okay? So that's what I'm talking about when I said practice patience. That is temperance. Temperance literally means self-restraint. So really, really having that moment this month, working with these energies that may be slow. You may feel a squeeze, but you're going to feel good because you know that you're on your path. You know there's a finish line, there's a goal, and you're going to get there, okay? That's what confidence is. That's what self-worth is, all right? So have that, hold on to that energy, okay? You got an archangel. You got an archangel, and temperance is Sagittarius, which rules your 11th house. Hopes, your wishes, your dreams, your future. So this is really great. Trust your intuition. Really trust your intuition. And again, don't be really just don't be like too reactive this month. All right. There may be some things that you may feel like a bear being poked. So just practice that temperance. Now, you also have the Knight of Pentacles in your future. So when I say money, yes, could be something that is falling into form now. So in a really great way, Knight of Pentacles, this is someone who, speaking about that patience, you got the Knight of Pentacles. You see all the knights were active. You see this knight's horse not going anywhere. And there is a reason for that. This knight is the most patient. Very patient. He sowed his seeds. He's waiting to reap his rewards. It doesn't matter how long it takes. He's in to win it. He is in it for the long haul. So this is absolutely nice. This is really nice because you can see him looking straight ahead to, what did I say? Look in your future. Look into your future. And you can see this is the biggest field in tarot, by the way. And so you can plant as many seeds as you want. You're going to reap those rewards. Remember what I said with Saturn. When you pass Saturn's test, you're going to be rewarded. Now, this is money, wealth. There may be some stability now. All right. You're moving into this stable energy with finances. Pentacles are your physical reality as well. So what have you invested in that you want stability in? It can be relationships as well. Actual literal investments like Robinhood or whatever it is. The reason I say that is because interestingly enough, Knight of Pentacles is Virgo. And so remember, you've got all this Virgo energy this month, your 8th house. What did I say? Inheritance, investments, joint bank accounts, loans, things like that. Okay, so let's get to your stuff. You're gonna be fine. All right, we're gonna be fine. Team Aquarius, if you like this reading, would be great if you like, subscribe, leave comments, tell me what's going on. Aquarius, talk to me. I want to see, are we in the same boat? And of course, Aquarius rising is going to feel a lot of these aspects more. Every Aquarius is going to feel it though, and y'all know I love you. All right, so y'all are amazing. Let's see what's going on. Oh, wow. Okay. So yeah, you I like this. I like this. You want to take this all in? I'm gonna. Okay, that's my way of. Again, I gotta entertain you while I take that sip. Okay, you got the Page of Wands. That's super, super, excellent. Um, Page of Swords with a Page of Wands. This is really great. You got, so the Page of Wands. This is more Wands, creative energy. This is also, it's that life force, right? The wands and your ambitions, your passions. Mars, remember, and Jupiter in Gemini. You're really going to feel that energy. You're going to feel that drive. It's going to feel really special. But it seems like there is something new that is going to happen for you because it's something that you may be trying to manifest. There's something new. Again, I would not be surprised. We've got this huge full moon in your sign, smack dab in the middle of the month, which is a strong full moon. You may feel that a week before, a week after, but that is something culminating. When something culminates, something new begins. All right. So wands are also career related, profession, enterprise. This is, again, plant seeds with that new moon in Leo and continue to go after your passions, your goals. A lot of imagination, a lot of clarity, creativity here as well. And clarity, sure, with the Page of Swords there. This is almost like a resurrection. So energetically, yeah, kind of like rebirth energy. You may feel that. It's almost like you are having this. When I say you're having a transformation, August is definitely when you're going to feel like Aquarius 2.0. Now, you also have the Nine of Pentacles with the Knight of Pentacles. How amazing is that? One of the reasons why, and this is really fun, is because this card is attributed to Venus and Virgo. So you just got these two Virgo cards, Pentacle cards, in your future, in your external factors area. You see the symbol of Venus all over her gown. Remember, Venus will be in Virgo pretty much all month until it moves into Libra. Interesting, right? 8th house. So your transformation, you're definitely transforming. But 8th house is also, like I said, there's money. Okay, money is part of the 8th house, other people's money. And we say that because the 2nd house, where you've got Saturn and Neptune and Pisces, that's your 2nd house of income. And so 8th house is money that's not your income, okay, your main salary or whatnot. It's money through other sources. Anyway, what I'm trying to say is you've got the Nine of Pentacles in your external factors area. That's really great. It seems like there is someone that is going to be on your side, someone that could be opening doors for you this month, that really opens up this portal of money for you. Someone who's very independent, someone who is very Nine of Pentacles, like she's very self-sufficient. She earned her spot here. This is someone who is also very spiritually active, enlightened, right? Enlightened. And she deserves it all. She deserves it all this abundance. Again, she worked hard to get in this spot. And for a lot of y'all, you may feel that. It may be through a job offer. It may be through a parent. But either way, you're definitely going to feel that energy. And it could be a Virgo. It could be a Virgo rising. It could be a, Virgo moon. I'm a Virgo moon, by the way. The world. You want this so bad. You want this change. You do want this rebirth. You want this new journey. This is the end of the major arcana here. All right. You've come to the end. This is what you want. You want to move into this new, this, I think you got this a couple times before too, recently, where you see the garland, the wreath shaped as a zero, referencing the Fool. So you're starting that journey all over again. Be very proud of yourself and really, really, again, a lot of this month is you taking action and really persevering through the squeezes that will be happening starting mid-month with the Nine of Wands here. There really could be someone that you see as a friend. That's something that's coming up. There could be something with a friend that you have to be patient with. Oh yeah. And so I clarify that you got the Six of Swords. And so Nine of Wands, this is just resilience. This is saying, yeah, I do feel the squeeze. I do feel that I may have gone through the ringer a little bit. But when I say perseverance, he's not backing down. He is a Chumbawamba song. He is saying, you can keep coming at me. You're not going to knock me down. So that's really great. You're not going to you're like I said, you're going to go to Saturn and you say, squeeze me. Squeeze me. Let's see how hard your squeeze is. I got this. And then you also got the Six of Swords, which is really, really nice. That is an Aquarius card, by the way. And so it's moving your mindset. It's your mindset moving into this better headspace, mindset as well. You see my finger on the turbulent water. It's going from chaos to comfort. You're moving into this better place, especially if you feel this month there's just a lot going on up here. You're going to be absolutely fine. Okay. But take that action. Take that action. Now let's break it down week by week. Aquarius, the first week of August, really, the new moon in Leo, absolutely love that. It's going to be August 4th. Remember, set intentions. This is a new partnership that's happening for you. A lot of y'all, it may be love relationships, because remember, you've got Mars and Jupiter in your 5th house of love and relationships as well. All right. And if you are here for work, it can be work related. Absolutely. 1000%. So I really love this new moon for you. Remember, Jupiter, Mars will be sextiling the sun and the moon. Venus moves into Virgo. Mercury goes retrograde in Virgo. You could also be reassessing health matters around this time, really thinking about things, because that's what Virgo rules. Work for sure. Maybe even your daily routines. And then we have the sun sextile Jupiter. Absolutely love this day because Mercury will conjunct Venus this day as well. This is, there's going to be a lot of attention with money and love for you around this time. And again, you may go really deep. Remember, Mercury and Venus are both in Virgo at this point in your 8th house. You are going through some transformation. So let's see what's going on for you, Aquarius, for the first week of August. Look at you. Yeah. You are definitely moving in this direction where you want something new. You want to be emotionally fulfilled. There could be someone in the first week, like I said, new partnership, new relationship, where you got the Page of Cups here. Yeah, there definitely could be some interest coming through the first week. You could be very curious as well. Again, it can be something work related. Like I said earlier, cups are love and emotions, but maybe there is a job or career path that you would feel emotionally fulfilled in. All right. But you see the fact that you got 3 pages here. And so, yeah, feeling that. And remember, you got the 6 of Cups too, that inner child. The pages are the youngest in the royal court. So there is this enthusiasm, this youthfulness. There's this, I can do this. It doesn't matter, what age I'm at or how much experience I have. Like, I can do this. I want to do this. I'm interested in it. Okay. I don't know why I keep pinching the air. Who does that? Let's get to the next week. Okay. Aquarius. So the second week, Mars conjuncting Jupiter. You better mark this in your calendar. Absolutely amazing week. And of course, we will dive deeper in these aspects when we get to your weekly forecast. Mercury then retrogrades in Leo for y'all for sure. Definitely exes, maybe former bosses, colleagues, or whatnot coming up around this time. All right. And then Mars square Saturn. Remember, Saturn is just life lessons. There's just something here where Saturn wants you to learn something and take it with you on your journey. Keep your frequencies high. We have Mercury squaring Uranus. But then on the 18th, I love the fact that we do have a Mercury Cazimi in your 7th house. So if things have been a little, you do feel a little bit of that squeeze. You feel a little confused, like, oh, what's going on here? This is when you have that refresh, that clarity. Okay. This is Mercury being in the heart of the sun. Again, we'll talk about this more in your weekly forecast, but this is when, if you feel like there's been some maybe a puzzle piece missing, you find that puzzle piece this day, okay? You've also got Venus opposite Saturn, Venus squaring Jupiter. A lot happening the second week. Let's see what's going on for you, Aquarius, for the second week of August. Oh, look at you. The devil. Let that thing go. Let that thing go. So the biggest thing that's coming up for me is that there is something. Remember what I said about those limitations? This may be a sign that there is something that is holding you back. I'm getting a lot up here. All right. Even astrologically, when you see all this Virgo energy in your 8th house anyway, and then the Saturn squares in your 2nd house. Remember self-worth, self-value, confidence. 8th house, there's that depth really on this psychological level, really going deep. Yeah. Okay, so there is something, you see the 2 people chained to the devil, the 2 people from the Lovers card. So there could be something here with regarding codependency, pessimistic thinking, something that you're holding on to where you've got to ask yourself, is this something that I want? Is this something that serves, my path forward? If not, you've got to start thinking about letting it go. And it is on the heels of that full moon in Aquarius. Something's going to, you're going to have a turning point anyway. All right. So to spend that time again, I am definitely getting an energy. A lot of it's up here. So if you are setting limitations for yourself, recognize them and let them go. Throw them in the Mariana trenches of your mind, outside of your mind. All right, outside of your mind. Now, 3rd week of August, we have Monday, August 19th, we got the full moon in your sign. We have Jupiter squaring Saturn. You may spend some time actually around this time thinking about your role. What is my role in my family, in my squad, in my community, my neighborhood, even on a global scale? Remember, this is the full moon in Aquarius. Aquarius, as you know, rules is the humanitarian humanity. Anyway, just remember, you are also the sign that's rebellious and independent and revolutionary. Breakthroughs, freedom. That's Aquarius. All right. So have that moment of breaking free. Okay. Breaking free from the things that no longer serve you well. We officially move into Virgo season. A lot of emphasis on daily activities and health, being very, very grounded, but you may, again, go really deep around this time. We have Venus squaring Mars. Obviously, we love it when Venus and Mars gets along. This is a square. Venus just wants compromise. So this is a time where you just really, really want to see things diplomatically around this time. We'll talk more about it in the weekly forecast. And then you have on August 23rd, Mercury sextiling Mars. This is passion. This is so much drive. This is Mercury, by the way. So there could be something here with communication. There could be something here with, even for y'all, maybe negotiating something. Maybe there's some sort of agreement that could be in the works around this time. It is happening just a few days before Mercury actually goes direct. So I love this aspect for you, Mercury sextile Mars. So let's see what's going on for you for the 3rd week of August. Oh, you got the 2 ones. Very interesting. Are you a cross watcher? You watch if you're watch for your sun or moon or rising, or for your kid or husband or best friend or whatever. You would know that the 2 wands comes up a lot. Or has come up a lot this month, or for all the other signs, and that's really great. That's another sign. Plan. Take this time. Plan your next step. What did I say? Think about your future. Think about your future and your path getting there. That's going to be very important around this full moon in your sign. You even see him standing at the highest point in the castle. He's got the world in his hand. He's planning. He's got a great view. He really is really definitely taking that time, not jumping the gun, not, like, oh, I'm going to do planning. All right. So let's see what else. Last week. Okay. The last week of August. Okay, so August 27th, this is going to be Tuesday, Venus trining Uranus. Wonderful. This is really, really sweet. This is really nice. There definitely is something here for you. This is Uranus, your ruler. And this is having a breakthrough in money and love. You could get surprising news in love or money or even creativity as well. Romance, a lot happening here. Mercury officially goes direct, and then you've got Venus trining Pluto. Venus trining Pluto is love. Venus trining Pluto is power. Okay, remember Pluto is in your sign. This is gonna be it's a strongly joyful aspect. It's Venus and Pluto. It can be platonic, by the way, if you're not here for love or romance, but it's money too. Venus represents money. Venus rules money, and then Pluto. Remember, other people's money, shared resources. So there could be some investments on your mind, money on your mind, and it can be again toward love, romance. But there's something here for you. We obviously will dig a little deeper when we get to the weekly forecast, but Venus also moves into Libra. Again, you are going to appreciate that. Libra being your BFF, your fellow air sign, and Venus is does a lot better in Libra than Virgo. So let's see what's going on for you for the last week of August. Oh, you got the Five of Swords. Get out of your head. Get out. Oh, and also, you know that card's come up in a lot of other signs too. But it's expected for a month like this. The other thing is, one thing that I did forget in the last week is on the 28th, Venus will be opposite Neptune. So this is really put your energy towards spirituality, the arts, go to a museum. We're talking about Neptune here, but Venus as well. So there could be a little bit of, in terms of romance, love, creativity, everything that Venus represents, when it's opposite Neptune, which remember, there's that side of Neptune that is illusion, delusion, confusion. There may be a little bit of that around this time, but yeah, just you get out of your head. Remember, I said more of the energy here this month for you is you processing a lot of things. There could be a lot of strong energies in terms of maybe overanalyzing things, overthinking things when you don't have to. So keep that in mind. But yes, it could be with other people, but that is you processing things and saying, do I really need these swords? Can I drop the swords like everyone else has? I'll clarify that one for you too. The Five of Swords. Did I tell you that that's your card? That's an Aquarius card. Yeah. Okay. So let's see. Ah, you saw that. I mean, come on. You get out of your head. You stop over analyzing things. You don't poke no bears. You make sure nobody pokes you. You're going to be fine. You drop those swords. This card, by the way, is all about self-respect, self-dignity. Remember, you've got that. That's what is Saturn's test for you in your second house of self-worth and self-value. Okay. You lay down those swords, you're gonna be fine. You got the Ace of Pentacles, so that's amazing. So yeah, Ace of Pentacles, new path, new and remember the last week's actually really great. Remember I said there's money stuff for you in the last week as well. Ace of Pentacles, the biggest pentacle in the deck. You see there's this golden pathway, archway, a gateway. There's this new journey for you. You're entering this new era. Yeah, money coming through. Money, finances, again, that is going to be a big theme for you this month as well. And don't forget, Pentacles are also your physical reality. There could be some things that you're receiving this month, things that are, you're definitely going to be growing, especially with the Knight of Pentacles here. And you've got the gift of the Nine of Pentacles in your external factors area. And you got these 3 pages, which is really nice. So I love this. I really love this. You're good. There's going to be some things you're going to have to let go, do some planning to really know what you want moving forward, especially with that 7 of Cups in your crown, which I feel like you've gotten that a couple times recently. But what's really great is, the Six of Swords here in your final outcome as well. But this is great. Just expect, it's almost like you are going through this rebirth this month. Oh my goodness. Okay, Aquarius, thanks so much for tuning in. If you like this reading, it would be great if you like, subscribe, leave comments, tell me what's going on. Next week, we'll go deeper into these aspects. Thanks so much. I will see you next week. Bye-bye.